So I got a stowaway thing and a deal from Paris today, and this is true really news. They're very funny and hilarious and odd. And Scott has stuff. That's always a toss-up. So if you're feeling daring, like, subscribe, and follow. This is Truly News. However, if you're on the more conservative side, don't want to take those chances, like, subscribe, and follow. This is Truly News because you know what you're going to get. Every time.
Every
single time. Like, subscribe, follow. Oh, thank you for your support.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Craft beer giant Brewdog has brewed up some controversy.
Are these the same guys that do, like, Kraft macaroni and cheese? Craft beer giant.
It's interesting.
Now, why do you never see them take a sip of whiskey in commercials?
Because it's illegal.
Yeah, exactly right.
Maybe we need to get Kraft and Brewdog together for beer cheese soup. Right? See? And you think I'm stupid.
Well, I do, but I'll tell you a secret that no one knows. So don't tell anyone.
Okay.
I have never in my 64 years had beer cheese soup ever.
Why?
I can't actually tell you.
Really? I've had it and it's lovely.
I like beer.
I like cheese.
Like cheese, you would think.
But after eating it, you feel like you're never going to poop again. I'm just saying.
Oh, I've got pills for that.
You take them orally?
Get away from me. Yes, you weasel. You right away. No.
Craft beer giant Brewdog has brewed up some
Why am I thinking of a hot poker somewhere?
Ooh.
Exactly right.
They got in some trouble for the language they used promoting its fruit-flavored beers, including Lost Guava and Hazy Jane Passion Fruit.
Lost Guava.
Yeah.
That got him in trouble.
Lost in Guava. Not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's coming up. The Scotland-based brewer also boasted, "We've got all your fruit needs covered," with the beers, which included pineapple punch.
Okay.
Advertising Standards Authority probed a single complaint. A single complaint.
It was a slow forever there.
That it was misleading as the beers were not equivalent to portions of fruit or vegetables. Some people are immune to satire, are they not?
I saw it today.
Yeah.
Remember A&W Root Beer?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the A&W Root Bear?
Yes.
And his little sweatshirt and always holding a mug of beer, root beer?
Yep. It was one of my favorite places to go as a kid.
Yeah. Somehow or another, the word... I forgot the word.
Oh, this will be...
Polarizing.
Ma?
Because the bear had no pants, could be polarizing, so the bear will wear jeans. No. I'm not sure how long that's been going on, but it just proves it.
Okay.
No matter where you live.
Remember when Opus
especially in the U.S.
not wearing pants?
Huh?
Opus got called out for not wearing pants, but that was in a comic strip.
And yet Winnie the Pooh walks around half naked unscathed.
Winnie the Pooh, Daffy Duck.
Yeah, but really it's Daffy Duck.
Is it? Hey, and it's not Goofy.
My bill is up here.
Who's the dog? Snoopy, Fido.
Snoopy's a dog.
Right.
See, what I don't quite understand. Well, Donald Duck didn't have pants.
No, he didn't. That's what I'm saying.
It's hard to put pants on ducks.
Neither did Daisy.
Weird, short little...
Okay. So, the advertising...
So you're just proving we're a woke, stupid generation.
Yeah, it is utterly stupid, and they should tell them to go...
woke themselves.
There we go. Brewdog said the claim was tongue-in-cheek and reflected its playful marketing style. The brewer, based in Ellen, Aberdeenshire, added the email was sent only to existing customers who had opted to receive them. The watchdog ruled the advert broke its code and has banned it. A really sad little spokesperson said, The ASA acknowledged that the subject heading, "One of your 5 a day," might be interpreted by some consumers as a humorous nod to the fruit-flavored beers, spelled wrong, by the way, featured in the body of the email. However,
Only the truly stupid wouldn't.
as the claim referred to government advice on health and well-being, consumers
give me a
right, would not expect advertisers to include such claims unless they were true. One complaint. One.
I understand now why my parents died relatively young. They knew.
It said the ad would
Once the stupid begins.
yeah, it doesn't end. It said the ad would in
And
general,
right now, dudes, it's like both faucets have been just cranked.
Oh yeah.
Let the stupid flow forth.
Oh yeah, like molasses in 1919.
No, that would still be slower.
It said the ad would in general leave the public unsure if fruit in booze counted as one of the advised 5 a day.
Yes, because I, even now sitting here, am really wondering.
Only idiots and government employees could come to this conclusion.
That's a little redundant, but okay. Because let's be honest,
And
all
idiots
government,
that happen to be
government employees are,
Uh,
but not all idiots are.
right.
TSA agents at John F. Kennedy International saved the day when they
thank
spotted
goodness.
an unusual item in a passenger's checked bagage. That's French for baggage.
Was it a Citroen?
No, but it would have been funnier that way.
Okay.
No, it was a cat. A live cat. NBC Two.
Insert your favorite disgusting
Yeah.
cat joke here.
Yeah, I can think of several.
Yeah.
And boots. NBC2 News reported that the feline could be seen in an X-ray of the bag. Oh, God, we've gone to Warner Brothers cartoons, and was rescued before the suitcase went into the cargo hold.
I am
The
glad
cat.
of that.
Yeah,
I'm glad of that.
it is a cat. The cat did not belong to the individual with the suitcase. It belonged to someone else in the household, which brings up a whole raft of questions left unanswered.
Well, he's never been to Spain.
Were you catnapping?
Or was there catnip in the
And why didn't the person were you stealing the cat, or was it like,
maybe he was stealing the catnip, so it was catnip napping.
or was a sibling being a jerk?
Or did the cat just crawl in there thinking
Or-
it looked cozy?
Oh, look, an open suit. Hey, this is nice. I'll just take a little nap here. That's where we get the term little nap.
There we are.
Exactly. Live cat and checked baggage. Everyone knows you put your cat in carry-on. No, that would be cat E.
Oh, there
That's
we go.
a whole different dilemma altogether.
Here we have, ladies and gentlemen, a list. Most streamed songs of the 1960s in the United Kingdom. Okay.
Well, for one, they didn't have streaming in the 60s, so
Right. So it was current day streaming. These are the ones
these are
from the
people
past.
now
Yeah. That are
streaming 60s
listening to
tunes.
it. And
Folks,
what's really
a generation
interesting-
older than us.
Yeah. Well, what's really interesting about this is the all streaming skews way younger than us.
Well, yeah. It
Down
would.
to 25 and even 13.
I mean, I streamed like the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and
I only stream these days.
yeah, of course you do.
I'm unusual for our age cohort.
Oh, you're unusual. Full stop.
1960, the song by Etta James. Tony, you know this one.
I know. Oh, come on. Tell me.
At Last.
Hey, did Band of Gold make it? Frida Payne?
No, it
Oh,
didn't. It
that was
didn't.
the first 45 we ever had in our house.
Was it really?
Yeah, Anne bought it.
Figures.
Well, actually, it wasn't. It was the first 45 we bought in our house because we had the jukebox. We got all the rejects.
Oh, sure. That makes sense. 1961. Benny King. Oh, come on.
I'm drawing a big old blank.
Stand By Me.
No, that's not it.
Yes, it is.
And it was a good movie, too.
And here's the one I didn't get. 1962, Solomon Burke. Does that ring a bell for you?
Vaguely.
Cry to Me.
Still vaguely.
Mm-hmm. 1960.
Now I'm going to have to go stream that. Thank you.
Yeah, so 1963, the Ronettes. Which one, Toad?
Oh, I don't know. Leader of the Pack.
Be my
No, that's not it.
baby.
Really?
Yep.
Good for them.
1964, the
I don't even know if they did
Temptations
Leader of the Pack.
with
I have no idea.
My Girl.
No, really?
Yep.
64?
1964.
Crap, that we were still using that in dances in 75.
Right? Right. And then Hall & Oates did it back in the 80s.
They did.
They did a wonderful job at the Apollo.
They really did.
1965, the Four Tops. You're not going to get this one.
Okay.
I Can't Help Myself.
Okay, what's the song?
No, the song is I Can't Help Myself.
Oh. Okay.
Who?
Wow, so far I'm 0 for 5.
1966,
Uh-huh.
the Rolling Stones. You're going to get this wrong, but try it.
I'd go with Brown Sugar.
Paint It Black.
Really?
Yeah, and they did that song when I saw them in concert here just not too long ago.
When they were in their 90s.
Yeah, oh, the show was
Keith Richards, we think, is
fantastic.
150, but
The show was fantastic. Oh,
Does
did
Keith
it sound good?
you showed, remember when they were on tour with,
Metallica?
no, they did a tour on one of the albums. One of their last big hit albums.
Steel Wheels Tour?
Could have been. And you
Or
have,
Tattoo
'cause you
You.
have the DVD of it.
Oh, yeah. Bridges to Babylon. I have
And
that
there's-
DVD.
And there are some marvelous cuts where you see Keith Richards guitar playing, cigarette dangling, and
Mhm.
he's got that kid's grin on his face, like, holy crap, I get it. We're a damn garage band. Look, I'm 80 years old, and
This
we
is-
go pack stadiums.
And this is what makes them so much fun. The best
That's
garage
what I
band
like
in the world.
because honestly,
Yep.
John and Paul would have taken it way too seriously.
Yep.
Yes, we're still masters of the music.
Yada. These
And
guys,
yes, I do
rock
like
out some
both, by
blues.
the way, bozos.
so do I. So, 1967.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. What song?
No idea.
Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Oh, see, I don't even remember the Diana Ross version.
Yep. And I never would have guessed that.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah. 1968.
Yeah.
Otis Redding. You'll get this.
Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching
And
the tide
I'd
roll away.
roll away.
Oh, Otis would have been.
Oh, man. I miss him being here because of what he would have done. That voice.
And okay, I'll give you that, right? He'd be dead by now. I understand that.
Yeah. But,
But it's just, he and Buddy Holly are the two guys you go, if. You wonder
please.
what if.
Right? Well,
Although Bill Withers wasn't bad.
I even think about Richie Valens.
You wonder.
Yeah.
Because Richie was
Obama
so young.
Oh, and the song was just,
Yep.
it still gets played today in bars.
Everywhere.
Yeah. It's just
And
crazy.
Every version.
Yeah. Right. I like the Los Lobos one. That's my favorite.
I really do. They did a nice job on that for the movie.
Yeah. 1969. It was the Beatles. What's the song? 1969.
69?
Yeah.
It's from Rubber Soul. Right? 69 would be Rubber.
I'd have to look. I would have to look.
Hey Jude.
Here comes
Here comes the
Jude.
sun.
I ought to come over there and never stop slapping you.
See, that's when they started getting not weird, but they went from being just a rocket, like a pop band,
Mhm.
to now they started experimenting with things,
Yeah.
which was, some of it was spectacular,
It's so entertaining.
and some of it never made the radio, which is a shame.
Yeah. Right. So thus ends the list. Your
Thank
turn.
God. In Paris, a court has ruled in favor of 1960s music. Sorry, I read that
Thing.
wrong.
They said, you're wrong.
was-
We'll like it.
It was very close. See, I'm more of a 70s, 80s guy.
It doesn't matter. If it's a good song, I don't care when.
I know, but the songs I remember the most are 70s, 80s.
I put Etta James on my list of songs that rotates.
Of course you did.
Well, she's an icon.
Yeah, that's hard to argue.
At last. Would you finish your story?
I put Lulu on mine.
I bet you did.
In Paris, the court has ruled in favor of Mr. T. Not that one. You don't know him. A former employee of Cubic Partners who was fired in 2015 for being, quote, insufficient professionally, because he wouldn't take part in team building activities.
Kept playing with that puzzle game and calling it Rubik's Cubic.
No, that was it. No, it wasn't. It's more like he wouldn't go to the pub after work hours and on weekends. In his suit.
That's a fireable offense? What if he didn't like those guys?
In his suit.
And not pajamas. That's nice.
No, we're talking lawsuit. Because that's what we do now.
Uh-huh.
Mr. T said the company encouraged a culture involving promiscuity, bullying, and incitement to various excesses.
I get his point.
Honestly, there are companies that the Court of Cessation. I have no idea.
Did you say the Court of Alsatian?
No. That would be a whole different thing. This is Paris.
I remember a time you came back.
Wouldn't Alsace be closer to Germany?
Malfeasance. I remember you went out to see Adam one time, and you come back and go, "My God, those guys can drink."
Oh yeah, I did.
And you guys went.
He had me come out and do mornings. I did mornings for him.
Yeah,
and my drinking days were past me by then.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And there were a couple of them older than I was, and they would. It's kind of like when my son thought he could outdrink Robin's boss, the Australian.
Oh God.
The Australian soccer player.
They put beer on their Fruit Loops.
Dude, if you were drinking water and he was drinking Long Island iced teas, he'd still win. And apparently Richard chuckled, and I said he wouldn't do it, right? Because he'd kill Eric, and Eric would die. Or hopefully pass out. The Court of Cessation, which I don't know what that is, if anyone is in Paris and could tell me, declared that Mr. T, quote, could not be blamed for his lack of integration in the fun environment.
Excuse me?
That means he won. He got about $3,100 in compensation.
Did he get his job back?
Would you want it?
No.
There you are. I think he just got the compensation and said, neener, neener, boo-boo. Which in France is said differently, but it's the same idea.
Yeah, really.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.